Okay, we'll just let this song run to the end. So if you want to do a little jogging around, you can do that. Last time. Is the music loud enough for dancing?
It's not as loud as the other one was.
More? Oop. Other way. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Charlotte. If you don't know me, I'm one of the teachers for the RSCDS New York branch and also in Westchester. And this is my husband, Steve, who's going to help be my partner tonight. I haven't done a lot of these Zoom classes, and I'm a little conflicted as to what to do on Zoom and how to give a good experience. So I'm looking for ways in which we can move ahead with our Scottish dancing, even in the different way that we're dancing now. And Zoom has some things that makes things easier, and of course some things are hard. We can't dance the full set. We can't even dance with a partner some of the time, so that's pretty frustrating. But what we can do is focus on becoming more independent dancers ourselves. Sometimes we get into a set and you kind of count on someone else pulling you through. But I'm looking at some figures that we can always stand to review so that each dancer knows exactly where they need to be. The other thing I wanted to look at tonight, instead of a lot of footwork, because a lot of us don't actually have a lot of room to dance in, was talk again about arms and posture, which can improve your dancing because it lengthens your body, and also whether or not your feet work, whether or not you can get off the ground. By using your arms to give shape to the set, to give support to the other dancers, to indicate what maybe is going to happen next without being, a traffic cop, your arms can be very important to your overall dancing. Before I start the warm-up, which is going to be kind of like a ballet bar, I'm just going to look at some of the parts we might be using in the warm-up. I hope some of you have already kind of moved around a little and gotten things generally warmed up. But in Scottish dancing, there's some things that we need to keep working on to keep our bodies strong for when we're back to dancing, because it's coming. And one of them is the plie, very basic French ballet move, just keeping your heels on the ground and bending your knees, trying to keep your turn out, and trying to keep your butt from sticking out. It's supposed to go straight down, just need to go very far. And before you know it, you really feel it right in here. And these are some muscles and tendons that we want to keep limber for dancing. I also want to look at the point. So we use the ballet move called the tendu to keep that foot flexible and strong. And the other thing will be the releve, or the going up on your toes, because we do a lot of things on our toes, and this part of the foot needs to be kept strong. As for the arms, one of my singing teachers would always have us start, clasp your hands and pull out, like you're trying to pull your hands apart. And of course you feel it in here, but you may also feel it, yeah, back there, back between your shoulder blades, that one. And that's a really important place for our dancing too, because it gives us strength and it supports our torso. So just as you activate that, think about using that part of your back to give pretty arms. In Scottish dancing, they say in the manual shoulder height. I think that's kind of high. I think the real height you want is somewhere between elbow and shoulder, somewhere around the bicep. That's where we lift our hand to give hands. That's where our hands want to be for circles, that kind of thing. So when you are going to raise a hand, you want to have it supported from the center of your back and a nice long tall back. And that hand wants to be straight-ish, but not rigid. It wants to be strong with a little bit of strength, even within the curve. And what to do with the hand. Ballet teachers will tell you, my ballet teacher, kind of take those two middle fingers and kind of let them be together and the other two close to it, but not rigid next to it. So the two middle fingers are kind of, can you see that? The two ones kind of float a little above them. And the thumb goes parallel to that index finger. Again, long but not rigid. It's still soft. And that's what gives a really graceful arm. It allows your gaze to follow your fingertips into the gaze of the person you're coming at, and that's important in our dancing too. So I'm going to incorporate your basic pliés, tendus, and a little footwork with a little bit of arm motion. I'm not going to go crazy here, but mostly up in front and down, and sometimes up to the side. When you go to the side and to the front, you can let your gaze follow it, and it's very graceful. It shows other people you're dancing with where you're going with that. And it just gives a nice upper body aspect. There will be one place where, so we're going to be doing some pliés. So we go down, our arm will come up, and sometimes to the side. And when we do tendus, similar way. When we go to tendus to the back, you can't really put your arm to the back. So we could do a tendu with an extension to the back in a nice line like that. That's as crazy as we're going to get. So I suggest, whether you're dancing or not, if you're seated, you could try some of this arm motion, even if you don't want to actually dance. I just clear your drink away from the side before you do that. And if you are dancing, you might like to get a chair to be a bar, because we are going to be asking a lot of our posture, and the bar just gives you that extra support. And I will also be maybe working one side and then quickly turning around and working the other. So just a chair will be great. First, we're going to start with some pliés and incorporating the arm motion and turning that into the pointing of toes, the tendu, we call it. And we're going to do it to a fairly spunky march. So it's not just a weak, languid plie. It'll have a little oomph to it. And there's a little introduction. I'll try and count it in for you. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And now to the side. And now you know how that goes? We'll do it again to the front. done torturing you, I want to look at also just warm up the releve. That releve means to walk on your toes. And we need those muscles for Scottish dancing. My thing will be, how did this go? It's going to be chat. Not my problem. It's going to be in 2 bars coming up to the front and rond de jambe, pull it around to the side and step just into second position. That's bar 3 and up on bar 4. This is where I really suggest you have something to hang on to. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, and close, and then repeat.
Charlotte, we're getting a couple people saying that you're a little low and hard to hear.
Music. We're talking music right now, Charlotte.
Try some.
Also just froze.
Again, a bar would be nice to have. Ready? And forward, side, second position, and releve. Down, up, down, and close. Forward, side, second position, releve. Down, releve, down, and close. Couple more. Forward, side, second position, releve, down, up, down, turn around, and forward, and side, second position, releve, down, up, down, and close. Forward, side, second position, releve, down, up, down, and close. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get to some dances, shall we? First dance up tonight is the Orpington Caledonians. I was looking for some dances that had figures that you could probably all stand to be a little more independent on and not necessarily count on other people to get us through it. So this dance features a ladies' chain. And Steve and I are going to just kind of walk it through for you. There's a gentleman over there, get rid of my bar. Woo. Begins with the first couple setting. And lady pulling her right shoulder back, gets ready to start a little chase. She's going to lead her partner down into second place, maybe a little south of second place. Second couple moves up on bars 5 and 6, I believe it is. First couple takes their place coming through second place. Ladies on the men's side, men's on the ladies' side. On bars 7 and 8 of that first figure, first couple sticks out their left hand to third couple and does a half turn, turning third couple into second place. First couple ends up in third place. Notice that the man is facing out. Ha! This is the classic setup for ladies' chain. Usually the first couple is progressed and on opposite sides. And in this case, both men are facing out, which is excellent. Ladies cross giving right hands. But the important thing is not to just go to where that other lady is. You need to actually turn a little so you're kind of heading for where he is now. So first ladies cross giving right hands on a little bit more while the men begin their little circles. Puts us in position for our left hand of the left to the men and turn the ladies around. About 3/4, so they're ready to come back on this diagonal with the right hand. Again, a little extra turn so that the gentleman will be in the right place to turn you back into place. Ladies chain. Third man can turn himself back towards the inside of the set, but the first man is going to lead me back around into second place and sticking out your right hand. There. Sticking out your right hand, you're going to join up with this other couple here, second couple, and do right hands across. Second couple. It flows into a reel on the sides, giving left shoulder to your third couple person. Down here, flow into a left shoulder reel with your third couple person and finishing in second place on your own sides. How are we doing? Do we need any another walkthrough of that? Nope.
Chat box is quiet.
Chat box is quiet. How many times do we usually do these dances? 4?
I was going to say generally 3 or 4, depends on the teacher.
Okay. Just for fun, let's see. Just for fun, let's walk that through as third couple. Just so we get another run through. And, you know, if you're bored dancing as first couple, you can try doing these dances from other couples positions. So if we were to start from third couple, Steve, you want to be third couple? You stand there looking cute for the first few bars. So the first couple sets and begins their chase. So 1, 2, casting off 3 and 4, coming across on 5 and 6, and the quick left hand turn. There are 7 and 8. That's you, Steve. In bringing the third couple up into second place, and the first couple is now in third place. Ready to begin the ladies chain. The men stays facing out. That left hand lines you up perfectly. So here we come with the ladies chain. The ladies cross. The men start their little circle. Left hands with the men on the other side. Ladies cross again, and again that little turn so that you pick up your guy and finish the ladies chain. In this case, third couple man can finish facing in. The first couple down here is going to continue their little chase coming back the other way. Once they clear us on bar 1, 2, the third couple can step back down into third place. And the first couple comes through second place and dances right hands across the top of the second couple, the couple sitting still. But getting ready, they're coming out of the right hands across, and it's going to be a left shoulder reel, giving left shoulder to your third couple person. And so we begin that final reel, stepping in. And of course, it's a parallel reel, so you can track with your partner. And finish third couple. So if you're bored dancing first couple, you can try dancing another couple while I play the music. The dance is Orpington Caledonians. We're going to try and dance it through 4 times. I don't guarantee that I'll be able to keep that straight. And it starts with first couple setting, starting a chase, the first lady pulling her right shoulder back, cast off and dance through second place while the second couple steps up. On the last 2 bars, quick left hand turn with the third couple to set you up for ladies chain with the third couple. First man always finishes facing out. After the ladies chain, first man will begin the chase back up through second place with his lady following him and dance right hands across with the second couple at the top. Come out of right hands across and flow into a left shoulder reel of 3 on the sides, giving left shoulder to your third couple at the bottom. See the... Oh God, we have a cat. back to the right, left hand on the side. Those first couple. And right hands across, second couple, that's us. And into a chair. And dance the first couple again. Orpington, Caledonians. Here is the diagram of the week. Diagram for ladies' chain. Looks like this. As a matter of fact, it looks like that. In a real diagram, they don't give any explanation, they just show you that. And what you need to see is ladies are squares, right? They always show ladies as squares, and they are chained together. That's your ladies' chain. Next dance is Yay, a Strathspey. It is Brunette de Cosse, or Scottish Brunette. It is by Anne Dix. And I guess I liked it because I like it, and it's got a set and link, which is another figure that I think people can always stand to really have in your heads. You don't have to think about it every time it comes up. Sadly, once I picked this dance, I realized there's so much good partner stuff in it. It's too bad not to have a partner. But you can look forward to the day when we do have partners. Dance begins with first and second couple are going to set and link. Now, you think about our arms again. And think about being like a little propeller. And you're pulling your right shoulder back. In set and link, if you're on the right and your right hand's free, that's the way you're going to go. You're going to pull your right shoulder back and cast into the place on your left. So if I'm the first couple, I'm going to set, and I'm going to pull my right shoulder back and just simply change places with the person I just set with. If I am on the left, as Steve will be, same deal, except you're going to follow your left hand round in front of you into the other person's spot. So the dance begins with set and link, strathspey, so it's set to the right, set to the left, and follow the appropriate arm, going right shoulder back, and turn right around, and you've linked. Then, first couple's job is to not only address second couple, but to pull in third couple. I believe it's a set and turn both hands. Set and turn both hands once around, except on the second setting step, you can advance a little so that you're closer to your partner. So all three couples will set. And on that left, you can approach each other, drop your neighbor's hands, and take your partner's hands. Here's where these arms come in again. Remember how we did to the front and to the side? We want like halfway between. And that position, both of you doing it, gives you a nice round circle for two, which is how we dance both hand turns. Once around. Now I can't remember. Oh, and we're going to dance the allemande. So as you come around, you have to figure out, you do this when you have a partner, how to get yourself wee into allemande hold. And it all happens at once, because when you do an allemande following a turn, the manual now says that we come into the allemande hold at the end of that turn. Dance the three couple allemande. 1, 2, 3, 4. All in. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Coming in. Now, first couple, you want to finish facing your first corner. So you take one step back as normal in allemande, and then one step forward so that you're kind of more in the middle, ready to see your first corner. Mine's here, Susan's back here. You're going to set to that corner, Give a nice both hand turn. Letting go in time that you can move on to your second corner. Set to your second corner. And turn again. This time, first couple are going to finish kind of in the middle, left shoulder to left shoulder. And then the dance finishes with a chase halfway around. You're going to, from this position, kind of flow out to the sides so that you will be in that circle of people dancing around halfway. So flow into the chase. 2, 3, 4, and all 3 couples have a beautiful 2-hand turn, 1.5 times round, back to place. 5, 6, and you can let go about nowish. 7, and you're back in second place on your own side. Anything going on in the chat I need to know about? Oh, seem to be okay. Let me talk that through one more time. Brunette, décosse. First and second couples, set and link. Second, first, and third couples set, advancing on the second step, and turn both hands into allemande hold, ready for a 3-couple allemande. First couple finish the allemande facing first corners, set to and turn corner, first corner, set to and turn second corner. Finishing first couple in the middle, sort of touching left shoulders. You're going to flow into a chase halfway around, so everybody will be on opposite sides. And then all turn both hands 1.5 times back to your own side. Brunette, décosse. Let's dance that maybe 3 times through. I remember how this goes. So it's set, link, everyone, set, advancing, and turn both hands. Into allemande hold. 3 times through on the Strathspey. Time for a little drink, I think. Now, the third dance involves both a set and link and a men's chain. Men's chain. And in the diagram, they don't say it's a men's chain. It just looks like that. Looks similar to our ladies' chain, except it involves these circle guys, and they are our men. And they are chained together like a chain. Not to be confused in these diagrams, 2 circles kind of butting up against each other can be a reel of 3. But if they've got the little space in here, that's the men's chain. Rendez-vous à Vichy was written by I believe the Paris branch for a weekend they had Easter in 2016 in Vichy. And it begins. First couple are going to turn by the right hand 1.5 times. That puts you on opposite sides. 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now first and second couples will set and link. So it's 5 and 6, and you're going to cast and then you're 4. So now again, first couple has progressed and they're on opposite sides. Looks like a chain, could be a ladies' chain, but in this case, it's a men's chain. Men's chains are very similar to ladies' chains, except everything's backwards. First of all, it's the men who cross, not the ladies, and they're going to give left hands to do it. So here's your men, and the ladies are going to dance clockwise into little circles, ready to catch the men by the, We're going to dance clockwise, ready to catch the men by the right hand, spin them around so that they can cross back, giving left hands to each other. Cross back with your men. Ladies continue and catch the man coming at her with the left hand. Catch the man coming at her with the right hand to put us back into this 2s at the top, 1's crossed over. That should flow into actually a reel of 3 on the side, giving left shoulder to your third couple person at the bottom, similar to the first dance. So we're coming in, and we give left shoulder, parallel reel. See?
Right.
Now, coming out of that, you're going to face your first corner. First lady's just going to come around here, and here's my first corner here. And you're going to come around, you get that tilt flip by pulling your right shoulder back quite a lot. You come in, the man pulls his right shoulder. The man's coming through here. He's going to take a good look at his partner and flip. So you got pretty much a full turn. Man's facing his first corner, lady's facing her first corner. And here's another figure I'm not going to go into in great detail right now, but it's set to corners and partner, otherwise known as hello, goodbye setting. So it's set to the corner. And on the second setting, start moving yourself around, pulling right shoulder back. So it's hello, goodbye. You're now ready to face your partner and set hello, pull your right shoulder back so that you're approaching your second corner, goodbye. Say hello to your second corner, hello, pull your right shoulder back so you're up and down the dance, over there. And the dance finishes with a clap and a Petronella turn back to Rumpus. So that is Rendez-vous à Vichy. Begins with first couple turning 1.5 times into opposite sides. Then first and second couples dance set and link. Second phrase is a men's chain. The men cross, giving left hands. The women catch them on the sides and turn them around with right hand, send them back. Left hands across with men, and ladies turn their men right hands. Flowing into a reel of 3 on the sides, first couple giving left shoulder to the third couple below them, and that reel finishes with first couple facing first corner. If the man can figure it out, there's a little twiddle with the right shoulder to finish facing your first corner. And the dance finishes with hello, goodbye setting. Do not have the correct music for this, so we're dancing to a good little jig. I'm going to just brief it one more time. First couple turn 1.5 times. First and second couple set and link. Men's chain flowing into a reel of 3 on the sides, first couple giving left shoulders to the third couple below them. That finishes with first couple facing first corners to dance hello goodbye setting. Four times. One and a half turn. Set. And link. Men's chain. Left shoulder. Face first corner. So skipper. Set and link. Men's chain. Back and men's chain. Directly on the surface. Left shoulder. Finish facing first corners. Set, goodbye. Set, goodbye. Set, goodbye, and one more time. Set, link. With the men's chain. Left, and with the lady on your side. Left shoulder. Face first corner. Set, goodbye. Set, goodbye. Set, goodbye, and one time. Set, link. Let's shake. Left shoulder. First corner. Hello, goodbye, and fast little thing. Lots going on in that. So good dance. I love the men's chain. I think we have time for another quickie. Dance is Shiftin Bobbins. And it's, you know, everybody knows it, sort of. I had a hard time learning it because it all seemed to be the same things going different times, kind of the same, but different all the time. But I finally realized that it's kind of a palindrome. And when you realize that the two middle figures, not the first figure, the second and the third figure are the meat of the matter, and they are a palindrome. That means they're symmetrical on each other. And that down the middle and up crosses a musical phrase. Once I figured that out, dance started making more sense. So working from the middle, the meat of the matter is a right hand, a handy hand, what do you call it? 3 hands across on the sides, on the opposite sides, followed by down the middle and up. And for that matter, the figures, the first figure and the last figure are almost completely palindromic as well. The meat of the matter is that handy hands across on opposite sides, down the middle, one phrase, up, half of the next phrase, and a handy hand turn on opposite sides is kind of the main figure of the dance. So the dance begins with first couple not setting, not casting, going straight at it, just dance right down into the second place, man giving way to the lady. So it's 1 and 2 into something that looks like double triangle. Taking the 2 corners, you're going to set 3 and 4. And here the palindrome really begins. You drop those hands and you dance around that top, second couple. Just dance around them and come into the middle and meet your partner. Come on. Come over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and coming down 7 and 8 is the end of the first phrase of music. Sticking out your handy hand, you're going to have 2 corners here, and you're going to turn them 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the beginning of the second phrase. Second half of the second phrase is all 3 couples come down the middle. The 2s at the top follow the first couple, and the 3s at the bottom kind of go up to the top and come down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me? And you turn around, everybody comes back up. 3s are at the top. 3s, you've got an important thing to do here. You've got to come to the top and cast down to your place. 2s need to come to the top and stay there. And by then, 1s are kind of in that middle position. They're coming up. And now it's time for that hands across on the side again, going the other way. So there's the palindrome. It's been that 3 hands across, down the middle, up the middle, 3 hands across, and now 1s are back in this position where they're holding hands in the middle, and they're going to go out the top, come around, and they finish the dance almost the same way they began it. They're going to cross, but they're going to actually do what we call half figure eight. So it's going to be that crossing figure again and casting into second place on your own side. So not only is it symmetrical on the side, and we use it as a beginner dance because you can drag a beginner through this. Not only is just about everything in this dance symmetrical down this midline, but symmetrical time-wise as well as a palindrome. And once you figure that out, then all those turns and ups and downs and stuff start to make more sense. So Shiftin Bobbins is first couple on bars 1 and 2, crossing down into double triangles, hold, set to your corners. Dance out the sides of the dance up to the top and come into the middle, holding your partner's hand briefly while you get set up for 3 hands across on opposite sides. 3 hands across, finishes with 1s leading the other 2 couples down to the bottom. That's the end of second phrase. Coming up from the bottom, beginning of third phrase. 3s cast into their own place, and 2s, 1s, and 3s dance right hands across on the sides, going the other way. 1s now dance up the top, cast off around second couple, and dance a half figure of 8 to complete the dance. And we will dance this 4 times through. And if I were dancing alone, I would try to dance all three positions, but I don't think Steve wants to do that. But you could dance once as first couple, finish in second place, dance a second couple, finish in top place. And as on those first 2 bars, you could skedaddle down to third place and dance it as third couple and see if you end up in the right place. Shiftin Bobbins, here we go. Dance up the top, and right hands across, or the heavy hands across, and down the middle. Heavy hands across, first couple up the top, cast, and half figure of 8. From second place. First couple, your second hand. First couple cast, second couple end at the top. Very handsome. First couple is finishing their solo. And we'll dance it one more time as their first couple. across. And down the middle. And up. Handy hands. First couple at the top. That's what you're right. I'm going to dance third couple. First couple. First couple goes at the top. Goes at the bottom. Now we're going down the middle. And it's up. We're in third place. First couple goes out the top. Pass. And that's all she wrote. Get to the fun and games portion of our dance. Thank you, everybody. Hope you had fun. We'll be dancing soon. Vaccines are on their way.